Hello Virgos, welcome to your love reading for April 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. We can certainly set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Virgos, for love for April 2022. What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground? We come closer to universe and closer to divine through your messages. Any messages would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. For Virgos, please. Love April 2022. Just make a little adjustment here. Okay, can you please show me what are the previous energies, love energies that Virgo passed out of? We have the Ten of Cups in the upright. Yay. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for where your love interest is thinking or feeling. In that spread, I'll have if they're interested in somebody else and something you do not know about them. Hermit card in reverse for love energies in April. Okay. In my playlist, 2022 Sun and Moon predictions, your 2022 Sun Moon predictions, as close to a personal reading as you can get without getting one. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, like, share, subscribe, donate. We end on the Six of Swords as you move out of April into May. So I'm getting the general energies that I'm getting here is that things were going fantastically, and then all of a sudden somebody pulled themselves out of it rather abruptly and just kind of poof, like disappeared. But then they came back, or you came back. So that's the general premise. Ten of Cups in the upright leads you to believe, that prior to April, you were on cloud nine. Everything was great. You and your partner, whoever you're seeing, talking marriage, talking children, thinking this is the best relationship you've ever had. Everything's great. More fulfilled than you ever were emotionally. Thinking, this is it. This is the one. So, I mean, the Ten of Cups is one of the best cards you can get out of the entire deck. So it's very larger than life harmony, and all of your cups are full, in a love reading within a relationship. So the Hermit card here, and I think you're the one that kind of did this, because a Hermit is your card. So, the probability of it being you is probably more than not. But I'm getting that, so you pulled out. I don't know, maybe it was too much for you. Maybe, something happened. Maybe there's a catalyst of some sort. And I feel as though, you entirely took yourself out of it. Not in a necessarily positive way. Kind of like, hey, I'm going to step out of this. Either I don't like this, or I don't like what's going on with this, or I don't like the direction it's going in, or I don't feel supported, or anything like that. Pulling yourself out of it and kind of licking your wounds, maybe pouting, maybe sulking a little bit because of something that went on. I do think it's a catalyst that kind of caused you to react like this. And the Six of Swords here leads me to believe that this other person in this connection is coming back to figure out what went wrong as you move out of April into May. So this person just can't leave this alone. They have to come back. They know there's an issue between the two of you. They want to figure it out. They want to resolve it. They want to get the answers. They want to get closure. They're just having a really difficult time kind of moving on from this because I feel like you're not giving them what they need, or they just don't want the situation to change. And maybe they liked it like it was and you pulled back and they don't understand why. So you might be kind of knocking at your door trying to get some answers. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Why is the Ten of Cups here in the upright for Virgos? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Swords in the reversed. Those are really negative energies. So either it's a situation where it looked on the surface like everything was really great. It could be where one person thought everything was great, couldn't be better, and the other person had negative feelings about it. I'll tell you what the negativity is. The negativity is, one of you kind of thinking, and I feel like it's you because you're the one that withdrew, but, it was really great in the beginning, but now it's not so great. The Ace of Wands for me is when in the beginning everyone's very excited, rushing into things, very impulsive, very romantic, very passionate, and then all of a sudden all the energy goes out of it, and then it's like, yeah, not so much anymore. And I feel like that's what it was, not being motivated to continue to pursue the relationship, not wanting to continue to pump energies into it, just being like, whatever. Ten of Cups in reverse leads me to believe that the reason why, or whatever this catalyst was, is because the two of you just don't have enough in common, or you have things that just are definitely not going to mesh. So this could be core values that are core beliefs or values that just totally do not align in any respect. It could be just the way the two of you think about something. It could be politics. It could be, families. It could be, anything in regards to that. And I'm seeing that as a big problem that causes discord, arguments between the two of you. So I'm feeling as though you're the one that's kind of like, no, this can't work out. I thought it could at first. I thought it had all the elements, but now I'm starting to see that there's no way in hell that this can possibly kind of happen. But you don't want to say anything, or you didn't want to say anything about it with the Page of Swords in reverse. So you're kind of holding back. You're fearful about, if I come out and say this, what's going to happen. So I don't feel like you necessarily communicated this to the other person. And I feel like here you just withdrew, so without much of anything. Why is the Hermit card here in the reversed? Who's this person? You just don't think that this is anything that's going to work out. You could have been disappointed by this person. They could have caused you sadness in some way. They could actually have fertility issues, or you could have fertility issues of some sort. Somebody has fertility issues. I don't know if it's you or the other person. Now that the Empress card in reverse came out, my belief is that somebody has difficulty conceiving, has difficulty getting pregnant, or something like that, and maybe the other person wanted to have children. So that might be that, the straw that broke the camel's back. Kind of getting from that. Why is the Hermit card here in reverse? So that's why somebody withdrew. Yeah, and I feel as though, I really do feel like it's a fertility issue, or someone said, hey, I don't want to have kids, and it might not even be fertility, just like it's not for me, I've decided I didn't want to have kids, and that ends up being a problem. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse indicates to me this is something that you really do want. I feel like it's you. I did. I was sitting here like, wait, I'm trying, but it is, because it's a 9, which I associate with Virgos. It's also Earth, which is Virgo. But I'm feeling as though this was a deal breaker for you. This is something that you really, really want. So it's almost like, hey, if you don't want to have children, or you want to have a family, then this needs to stop and I need to go elsewhere. But I just don't feel like you were very communicative about it, because I feel like the other person's kind of at a loss and doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, the Moon card in the upright, that's the card of Pisces, but they're not really seeing why you're kind of being like this. They have to use their intuition and kind of guide them, or try to kind of figure it out, because I don't think you're being very forthright with them, or just you don't want to talk about it, or something in that regard. Hierophant card in the upright indicates to me that they're trying to gain knowledge, or trying to educate themselves like on what happened. And I think in coming back to you, like that's how they're trying to get knowledge. They're trying to educate, like find out, like what did I do wrong? What went wrong? Really is kind of bothering them. And the Ten of Swords here is just the ending. They feel that the ending was very painful. It was very unpleasant. It was very sudden. It was very shocking. They weren't expecting it. They feel helpless. They feel like powerless. So, if it's you, you don't have to give anybody answers if you don't want to, but I just see this person as a lost soul kind of coming back to you, trying to get the answers that they need. And if you give it to them, they may actually move on. So you might want to consider that. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or DM. Certainly something we can easily set up. Otherwise, click on the Vimeo link below for what your love interest was, thinking or feeling. And in that spread, I'll have if they're interested in somebody else and something you do not know about them. In my playlist are your 2022 Sun Moon predictions, as close to a personal reading as you can get without getting one. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang through for you. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, like, share, subscribe, donate, anything in support of my channel, even if it's in the comments. Otherwise, Virgos, I will see you in the Vimeo reading. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.